They told me to come home. That's how my parents phrased it, like they were doing me a favor. We'll need your room. You understand, right? Your sister and the kids will be more comfortable there. I understood perfectly. It wasn't about comfort. It never was. It was about hierarchy, the unspoken family order where I always came last. So I smiled, said sure, packed up quietly, and booked the penthouse suite in the same hotel. That was my first move. I arrived a day early, checked in under my initials, not my full name. The view from the top floor was obscene, an entire coastline glittering beneath me like it was bowing in apology. I opened a bottle of wine, watched the waves crash, and waited for them to arrive. They didn't know I was there. That was the point. Growing up, my sister was the golden one. She spoke, they listened. She asked, they gave. I was the afterthought, the filler child who made things easier by never demanding space. When I finally made something of myself, the job, the apartment, the quiet success, they still called it luck. And now, years later, they wanted my room back. That familiar ache, rejection disguised as family love, didn't sting anymore. It sparked something colder. The first night in the penthouse, I saw them at dinner. My sister with her loud laugh, my mother fussing over the kids, my father pretending to be amused. They didn't notice me across the hall of glass and gold. I watched them through the reflection of my wine glass, the perfect family tableau that had always existed without me. It was almost poetic, because this time I wasn't the outsider. I was the observer, the architect. On the third day, I let the receptionist accidentally mention that a VIP had booked the penthouse, someone important, someone private. My family loved gossip. I knew it wouldn't take long. By evening, there was a knock on my door. I opened it, and there they were, my parents, my sister, her kids, standing in the hallway with suitcases and hopeful smiles. My mother's tone was gentle, practiced. "Sweetheart, the hotel messed up. Our room's too small for all of us. Could we—" My sister jumped in. "Just for a few nights? You've got so much space here." Their eyes darted behind me, the marble floors, the ocean view, the silent luxury that screamed status. For once, they wanted my space. I stepped aside, letting them see it all. The champagne on ice, the king-sized bed, the dining table set for one. And then I smiled. "Of course," I said. "Come in." They did. That night I let them settle. Ordered dinner for them, the most expensive menu items, billed to my card without hesitation. Watched my father's discomfort grow with every course. He hated feeling indebted. My mother gushed about how proud she was of me. My sister joked about how generous I'd become. I laughed along, every sound hollow and controlled. They thought they were reclaiming their old position, that I was still the same child who gave up space, time, and peace just to keep their approval. But the difference between generosity and revenge is intent. At midnight, when they were asleep, I made the call. The hotel manager was more than willing to help, given my status. By dawn, every booking under my name had been transferred. The penthouse, the adjoining rooms, the entire top floor, to their account. My father woke up to the bill, a figure high enough to choke on. The shouting started immediately. Accusations, confusion, panic. I sat on the balcony, coffee in hand, listening through the open door. My sister stormed out first. My mother followed, tearful and frantic. My father came last, his pride dragging behind him like a wounded animal. He tried to speak, but I stopped him with a calm wave of my hand. "You wanted space," I said. "Now it's all yours." His eyes flickered. Disbelief, anger, realization. "You can't mean—" "I do." I handed him the signed authorization. My signature gleamed beside the charges. "Enjoy your stay." Then I turned away. They checked out before noon, quietly. The way people leave after being exposed. By evening, the suite was silent again. Mine, as it always should have been. I watched the sun drop into the ocean, the sky bleeding gold and scarlet, and finally let out a laugh. Not bitter, not cruel, just finished. Because it wasn't about money. It wasn't even about the room. It was about balance. About making them see what they never did, that I could give them comfort and take it away just as easily. That I was done being the one they stepped over. As the night fell, I poured another glass of wine and whispered to the waves below. They wanted my room. I raised the glass, so I gave them the bill.